Next up, we have Dr. Jake Leech, who is an analyst with Palm Beach County's Office of Resilience. Jake is joining us to talk a little bit about some of the work that he's been leading in Palm Beach County with respect to electric vehicle deployment.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Steve. My name is Jake Leech. I'm with Palm Beach County's Office of Resilience, and today I'd like to share with you some of the progress we've been making on promoting and supporting electric vehicles in the county, as well as some of the collaborations that have been really essential to making this important work possible. The Office of Resilience is one of the newest, smallest teams at Palm Beach County. The county's been a part of the Compact for 11 years, so we've been working in resilience and sustainability for at least that long. But we wanted to have a dedicated team. So in 2018, the county formed a new office, the Office of Resilience. And as a team of 3, we have to really rely on collaboration to get work done. One example of that is our work on electric vehicles, one of the areas that my office works on. You're probably familiar with electric vehicles. These are vehicles that have a battery that must be charged up to run them rather than using a gasoline engine, although some do have a gasoline backup. You can charge them by plugging them into a regular home electrical socket, but it can take tens of hours to fully charge a vehicle. So to speed up charging, there are dedicated chargers available which use more powerful circuits to deliver more electricity. And as electric vehicles become more common, they're going to require an entirely new network of this dedicated, faster charging equipment, similar to the network of gas stations that exist now. So we're looking at ways to encourage the development of this network. One of the reasons we want to encourage installation of more chargers is that we expect the number of electric vehicles on the road to increase, and we want to be able to help supply the demand for charging. Here we've got a graph of projected electric vehicle sales. As you can see, there's a wide range in what people expect, but a lot of predictions are for high sales of electric vehicles, and we want to make sure that we're ready for that. It's especially pertinent in Florida. California far and away leads the states in terms of electric vehicle registrations today, about half of electric vehicles in the country, but Florida's up there too with about 10% of all electric vehicles in the country, and about a fifth of those are right here in Palm Beach County. So we need to prepare that charging network, make sure it's there. The other reason obviously is environmental. Electric vehicles aren't completely non-polluting. Obviously a lot of electricity comes from burning fossil fuels, but that centralized power production is often more efficient and less polluting than individual gasoline engines. Plus a lot more electricity nowadays is being produced by renewables, which means that electric vehicle emissions will hopefully continue to drop. Again, this is locally relevant. In Southeast Florida, roughly half of our greenhouse gas emissions come from transportation. So because we as a county want to mitigate the effects of climate change, because transportation is a big source of greenhouse gases, because the electric vehicles emit less greenhouse gases than regular vehicles, we want to encourage their use. We took a survey of county employees to find out whether they were interested in electric vehicles and why or why not. And one of the big issues was range anxiety. That's the concern that you'll get a low battery while driving and not be able to find anywhere to charge. The other concern is the high upfront cost of the vehicles. By promoting a charging network in the county, we can alleviate at least one of those. So what are we actually doing? We have 3 major projects on electric vehicles, 2 of which are being coordinated through my office. The first is to provide charging stations at county facilities. We're currently working to install chargers for 8 vehicles at our main building, and over the next 3 years, we plan to add a total of 44 electric vehicle charging spaces across 5 county locations. Secondly, we're working on amending the county code to require certain types of development to be electric vehicle ready. That means including an increased electrical supply and putting in all the wiring. It's relatively cheap to do during building, but very expensive to do afterwards. So we're hoping that this will reduce the cost of installing chargers in the future. Lastly, Palm Beach County's transit service, PalmTran, are looking into acquiring electric buses. Last year, they tested electric buses from 4 companies. That included having the buses run on a regular bus route for the day. They have funding to purchase some of these vehicles at their new depot that they're building. They're including chargers, so keep an eye out for those. So again, we're a really small team. There's only 3 of us, and we work on a lot of different things. So collaboration, both internal and external, is really critical for us. About 2 years ago, the county initiated 6 cross-departmental teams to bust some silos and focus on 6 critical areas. Here's the environmental cross-departmental team, and obviously we're a part of that. But we're also members of and co-chairs of the infrastructure cross-departmental team. As we saw earlier, transportation and built environment are two of the major sources of greenhouse gas in Southeast Florida. So any mitigation effort has to be infrastructure based. And we work on adaptation also with this team. Through these teams, we were delighted to find that plenty of county departments had already been working on sustainability solutions completely independently of each other before the creation of the Office of Resilience. So the county was already installing solar panels, LED lights, building LEED certified buildings. We even actually already had electric vehicle chargers at Palm Beach International Airport. And then there's external collaboration. My office participates in a lot of external collaborations, again, because we're a small team. Two of the big ones for our electric vehicle efforts have been through the Compact and also through the Southeast Sustainability Directors Network. Through these groups, we participate in regular discussions of electric vehicle issues with resilient staff at other local governments. That means that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. See what I did there? We can reach out to other communities in Florida and ask them, what did you do? What worked? What didn't? How come? Of course, any local government is going to have local conditions that make it unique. So there aren't any one size fits all solutions, but it does provide a really solid starting point for what we're trying to do. Another advantage of collaborating with other jurisdictions is that we can facilitate learning between members of other county departments. So for example, the Compact hosted a workshop on electric vehicles that our fleet director attended. Our fleet's hybridized, but not electrified. The presentations are helpful, but it was also really great to introduce our fleet manager to fleet staff from other jurisdictions who've already electrified their fleets. So all this collaboration has been really valuable for us. I rode motorcycles for years and I never even owned a car until I was in my 30s. So when I started working on electric vehicles, I knew absolutely nothing about them. It's been collaboration that has let me learn what I have. And now 2 years in, I can pay it back by letting other jurisdictions know what we're doing and what's working for us so they don't have to reinvent the wheel. So thank you. I'm Jake Leech. I'm with Palm Beach County's Office of Resilience. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at pleech@pbcgov.org. Thank you.